Welcome back. Well, the heated clash between India and Pakistan came to an end with a dominant performance from the men in blue. In fact, was there any doubt? Some of the fans who've been reacting to it were saying they were actually disappointed that Pakistan didn't play better and give us more of a contest in this match. Well, India defeating Pakistan and winning by 61 runs.
Well, that's right, Gargi. In fact, all of us who are cricket lovers today are disappointed in the way Pakistan really succumbed to India in this group stage match in the T20 World Cup. Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah were definitely the stars on the night for Team India, powering us to a massive 61-run victory over Pakistan. And in fact, it was Ishan Kishan's 77-run inning that gave India that great momentum to put up a strong total on the scoreboard. And then, of course, our spinners also did the trick.
All right, in studio with us to talk more about the match and those key moments, we have with us Kapil, Nikhil Chopra. Thank you so much for being with us. And we will talk to you more about the match. But first, let's go across to our colleague Rika, who joins us from Colombo. And it was quite, Rika, the match excitement there. You watched it all. In fact, fans started leaving because they knew that India was about to win. I think they wanted to beat the rush. Let's listen in to what some of the fans there have to say, the young ones.
Well, right now I have a young fan with me from Dubai. Tell us, what was your top moment of the match?
Yeah, definitely the top moment of the match was Ishan Kishan, one of my favorite players, big sixes, scores, and leading India.
And those three big sixes that he hit, what did you think about them?
Yeah, it was actually nice. The way he was playing, we were like, until Ishan is on the strike, we are there.
And what are you dressed as?
We are dressed.
But you can't see, he's wearing a tricolored dhoti as well.
Yes, I am wearing this dress because of only our media. We cheer them to make them happy, give them confidence.
So many fans from Dubai. You've also come from Dubai, right? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about going through the uncertainty of the contest and then finally getting to see the contest. You have to come here, sir. You have to move a little here. Yeah. No, on your left. Yes, the uncertainty of the contest and then finally getting to experience it.
Yesterday our media talked about the rain coming. We cancelled the program. But at the last moment we called in Sri Lanka with the no rain. We suddenly become to Sri Lanka about the match. One-sided match, there is no fun.
Yeah, and it is everyone's dream to watch international cricket, T20 World Cup, going to another country is watching. This is everyone's dream. This is my experience that I came here. I saw India team performing, winning, and everything.
It was a one-sided match. We really enjoyed. It was an upset.
The audio of your of the fans who are talking to you is not very clear. So I want to take a couple of questions with you. I know it's been a long day for you also. Just to talk about this grand entry of the team in Super 8 stages now. What a way to enter the Super 8 stages. Of course, Surya Kumar's playing 11 today. Very calm, clinical performance. At the same time, it was also ruthless. Just what the doctor ordered. And he also mentioned that in his post-match answers that we displayed the same brand of cricket as we wanted to.
That's right. Surya Kumar Yadav was, since yesterday, when we saw him at the press conference, his body language was very, very calm. Even though he said that I do not think this is just another game, but the way he conducted himself at the press conference, thereafter at the training, making jokes with the journalists and, being really casual about the entire thing. And that really reflects on the mood of the camp as well. He in fact claims that he is the best friend of everyone, every player. So if he is in a good mood and if he is taking it a bit casually, then that reflects on the other players as well. He was trying to take the pressure off all these players who were in the team taking on Pakistan. And remember, there were a few changes made, horses for courses in this match. Abhishek Sharma coming in after missing out the last game. Kuldeep Yadav was drafted in place of Arshdeep Singh, and he once again vindicated the captain. When he was asked about Usman Tariq yesterday, he said Surya said that there are some questions that come out of syllabus, and even when they come out of syllabus, you have to tackle them. So, he tackled Usman Tariq today, even though he got out to him. But once again, I would say that, the way the team was picked to the way they, got over the finish line, it was a clinical performance, purely a brand of Indian cricket.
And let's quickly also bring in Paji here. Paji, all the big talk before the match that was coming in from Pakistan side, whether it was Usman Tariq or the other trump cards in their ranks, that has gone into thin air. At the end of the day, an India-Pakistan match, would you say is more about the mindset that the players bring to the field, or is it about a perfect matchup of skills and the talent?
I think there were no skill, no talent. Its other thing was much bigger before the match, which I felt as a sportsman very bad. Just let the player play the game and don't bring the politics too much. And I felt really bad. Yes, at this stage, their team is not matched to Indian cricket. Indian team is playing. Even we have another 11 player, if they come out, they can also play better than these players. I'm not trying to say they are not good. They can beat tomorrow. But I think they have to work on their cricket rather than any other thing in cricket.
And Paji, all the uncertainty before the start of the match, that also adds unnecessary pressure on the players. When you mix politics with cricket, I mean, they've been accusing India of doing that. Once again, their focus today was on whether or not Suryakumar Yadav will extend his hand for handshake or not. All of these things are too much noise for nothing.
No, Preeti, I would say that rather than getting onto the players, it's other people who are sitting around. It gets to them. They start talking much bigger. The players know where they belongs, how much cricket they can play. But I think other people, they talk so big when they don't require to talk.
And those
and
people,
second thing, I think 99% Pakistan cricketer I'm talking about, who understand the game very well, they all said, at the moment, Pakistan is no match. Yes, even they have to talk about their team, but they all said the Indian team is far better, and that's what it looks also. But emotional people, when they come out, or the Pakistan board people come out, and other people come out, they can come out with a different story. Yes, we'll beat them, but I don't think so. It looked like, after watching this match, it doesn't look like they have a match, even though they can beat.
And which of the players did you expect would do better from the Pakistani team, and were surprised or disappointed how they...
I think they don't have a big star. Collectively, they have to work hard to win the matches. I wouldn't say anybody who gave me impression he can run through the side or he is the match winner. But when you don't have, then collectively you have to work together. In Indian team, I given 7-8 boys who single-handedly win the match for India, which in Pakistan team they don't have. And second, I will take the blame to myself. I don't know their cricket so much because I haven't watched them. We didn't get chance to see their cricket, so we can't talk about them. But they talk so big about their players, which emotionally come forward. Otherwise, talent-wise, they were very below.
And those people that you were talking about, Paji, who bring in politics into this entire matter and try to talk big before a big clash and then, of course, bear with such results. Mohsin Naqvi, the PCB president, and also the Interior Minister of Pakistan, was there in Colombo at the R. Premadasa today. I wish we could show those visuals. First, he ran away with our Asia Cup trophy, and today he ran away mid-match.
He just walked out, yes. I mean, how demoralizing for the team.
I think that's where he have to stand together with the player. When your chips are down, then you have to see your top people come together and say, doesn't matter, work hard.
Effort,
But if you run away and leave the ground, I'm not saying why he left, but whatever you're saying from there, I would like to see all the Pakistani players and all the country, awam jo kehte hai, they should support their player. They will bounce back if you look after them.
Let's put this question across to Rika as well. Rika, you were there at the stadium, and Mohsin Naqvi leaving in the middle of the match when his team was obviously losing this one against India. The kind of impression that leaves on his team, and also the fact that there was so much of drama, unnecessary pressure building on Pakistan, that would have definitely played its part in getting them on the mat tonight against India, where they could not bounce back. They had no idea how to rescue themselves from a difficult situation once the power play ended.
Okay, I'll just break this down, Preeti. Firstly, what was really odd was him meeting those players after their practice session, extended practice session yesterday, where he was on a podium. Every player was coming and meeting him and hugging him. That was really odd, because that was a time when players needed to rest. So far as him walking out, it was perhaps not working out. He had a scheduled flight. And remember, he did not come here uninvited. When there is an ICC tournament going on, every head of the board of the countries that are playing are invited. So ICC had invited him, which is why he came. It was a short visit. He was scheduled to go. That's why he went. He didn't walk out. But it was really odd the way he met the players yesterday after their practice session, sat with them, and perhaps giving them sermons. And none of the players in the Pakistan cricket team could, tell him that, well, boss, we have had an extended session. It's time for us to rest. We can't do this. That was not possible for them, and that was really odd. Even I thought it was very odd. But at the moment, I have some fans, tell us about this moment. India making it 8-1. Surya Kumar Yadav at some point of time had said it's not even a contest. Do you think India-Pakistan is still a contest to watch? You must have spent a bomb to come here.
Of course. I mean, I'm coming in from Bangalore, and I see a lot of matches happening. Yes, no. I think it's we should just withdraw by saying that it's a rivalry anymore. I think the next time we can send our team A, team B, team C. Let them also get exposed to what Team B is. Let them also get the taste of what Team India's Team C is. I think, in short, it was one of the most, not exciting, but just another game. I don't see them as rivalry anymore.
Was it worth spending as much as you've spent to come all the way?
Still worth it.
Still worth.
Why?
Still worth. For the
Why?
country, it's definitely.
Yeah, I think you think the nation. At the end of the day, we want India to win. So I think it's still worth it. But yes, like he said, it's no longer a rivalry.
Absolutely no longer. I think we can spend much more just to see the team India winning in every part of the world. I think.
Let me ask you a question. We are talking about Mohsin Naqvi coming here and putting a lot of pressure on the team. I'll talk to you, Shiv, as well. What did you think about the Pakistan's interior minister coming here and talking to its players just before 24 hours before the game?
It's not about who's speaking. The problem is the players have to play out there. Either their XYZ minister, their WYC minister comes in, doesn't make a difference. The players are not doing what they have to do. You bring a person from SpaceX, doesn't make a difference.
Before I toss back, I'll have to bring in a young fan who's traveled all the way from Mumbai. Tell us, who did you watch tonight?
Rohit Sharma was in the flight.
Yeah, Rohit Sharma was on the flight with you. Is it?
Cute little fan there, excited. Rohit Sharma was in the flight with him. But clearly, fans disappointed that it's no longer a contest. But you were saying that it's a disservice to all of us. And, the Pakistani team really needs to pull up its socks, and the PCB as well, to ensure they have a good team.
I think they should put more time into their cricket. Again and again, I'm saying that you have to organize your cricket, not organizing other things. Let the cricketers should not get involved with anything else apart from playing cricket. And I feel sorry for Pakistan today. The way they played, they have much more talent than what they showed on the ground.
Yeah.
And I like what captain said, Indian captain, there is no contest. When you said it, the opposition captain come out and say, and he's not very ruthless person. Sky is a very sensible, balanced.
Very calm,
but if somebody like him come out say there is no contest, I would say that's a big statement. I respect for that.
Well, Nikhil, I have a feeling that in some time now, the Pakistani fans, I'm not sure, but Pakistani players might just start blaming that Sky did not shake hands with Salman Ali Aga at the time of toss. That's why perhaps he could not pass on any luck to our captain. The kind of meltdown that you are now witnessing online also from Pakistan, some of them even going to the extent of saying that हम खुद ऐसी टीम से handshake ना करें. Everyone is so disappointed in the performance of their team, and rightfully so.
Yeah, Preeti, but that's unfortunate. Like Paji just said, sometimes, at the end of the day, your athletes, your sports people, your cricketers, you go out there, you put your best foot forward. You got a selection panel that selects your best 15, and then you make your 11. At the end of the day, they came and did whatever their skill set could have done. You just got outplayed from a better side, better team, better planning, better execution. Team India was clinical in executing their plans, and that's why you could see the stark difference between the two sides. It's unfortunate. It's their problem. Their skill set's not good enough. The kind of exposure that their countries are given. How many tournaments you go and play outside Pakistan is their problem.
I like to use Hindi phrase here.
Yeah.
कि सांप कटे का इलाज है, गलत फहमी का कोई इलाज नहीं है. So I think गलत फहमी नहीं होनी चाहिए. They produced one of the top cricketer in the world. When there was a time. But if your mind is not cricket on other thing, this is what happens.
What is going to happen.
And I feel sorry for these players because give time to cricket, not other politics.
Yeah.
All right, but coming back to our own team now, what were the big highlights for you? What stood out for you in this?
I think highlight was the way first over, your main batsman, which we talk about 80%, he's out. After that, they played so sensibly and they played so well. And again, everybody chipped in. And that's most beautiful thing. Again, when you start depending on one player, and if he doesn't fire, you often lose. Don't depend on one player. Depend on the team. Yes, today he may be not played well, Abhishek. Tomorrow he will come back. Every day Ishan Kishan is not going to play the way he played. So when he had a bad day, let other person take responsibility and take ownership. I will perform and win for my team. That's more important.
I think that's why, before the match also, whenever we asked you, Paji, that who could be our trump card, you said that we will not rely on only one trump card. All 11 in our, lineup are our trump cards. So just taking a lead from Gargi's question here, let's focus now on the fact that we have entered the Super 8 stages. And I'm going to ask both of you the same question. Maybe we can start with you, Nikhil, this time. What are the positives for us from this match, and what are the areas of concern, if you can list that down?
Well, I guess most importantly, of course, there's room for improvement, but the way we played against Namibia, it was a different surface. It was a different 11. We come to...
we made two changes.
Correct. We come to Colombo. You saw the surface, bigger outfield. You had Kuldeep in the side. Arshdeep was resting, though Arshdeep bowled well in the previous game as well. So, I mean, literally Team India's got all their bases covered, and the good thing is, Abhishek got out. The kind of innings that Ishan played, he got a start. But he just carried on, taking the pressure away. Sky saw the way Ishan Kishan was striking the cricket ball, or Tilak saw at that moment in time. He was ready to just take singles and give him maximum strike. Over number 7 to 15, you're just being the accumulator rather than just looking to get boundaries. You got that sense, what is the kind of score that we're looking at? Let's try and get to 150, 160. It was tough to bat on. So there was a method in the madness of Team India, of course. And then Shivam Dube, as and when you waited those 3-4 deliveries left of Saim Ayub, he said, I'm not going to take a chance. Yeah. You were very well aware of the situation. As soon as the left arm spinner came or the right arm leg spinner came, Shivam Dube says, well, this is my strength. I'm going to go with the spin. I'm going to hit him for a couple of sixes as well. Those 27 runs made all the difference. And then Rinku as well.
But, Nikhil, still I believe from that situation, if I am critical, I would say they didn't get another 20 runs.
Yeah.
They should have. The way they played in the beginning, at the middle over, which we keep on talking about, 9-10 to 14-15. If you have played well, I'm not saying winning is very good, but if I have to see critical side, I would say they missed out 15
We
to
were
20
looking at a target
rounds.
of 200 at one
No,
point in time.
190. 190 from the start what we got.
Right.
So I think we have to be more positive on that side. It's not we won the match, where we can improve more for the next matches is very important.
Very important. I want to take a quick question here with Rika. Rika, you know, from my point of view, I think in the next net practice, what you are going to see for Team India is a running between the wickets practice between Rinku Singh and Shivam Dubey. It's happened twice now that Shivam has gotten run out because of a call from Rinku. Perhaps Gautam Gambhir will pay some attention to that also?
That has been a concern, and we'd asked about this in the press conference, and the Indian cricket team is looking into it. They say that they are going to improve their running between the wicket, and that will become even more important as they reach the Super 8 and later stage of the tournament. But the way the matches are going, we've seen that they had a crunch match to start with against USA. Then the little bit of scare against the team in Namibia in Delhi as well. Now that those few overs from Saim Ayub, which India felt the crunch, but then they recovered. So in every match, someone or the other has stood up and has been able to get India out of the jail. It has been a collective team performance. Every time India was in trouble, there has been a man who has gotten them out of those tricky situations. And, because India is so rich with its talent and the bench strength is brimming, I think that every time there's a crisis, there will be a man for it.
Right, Rika, and let's just now start winding up and take a few more questions with the guests here.
Preeti,
and then, yeah,
Preeti, I have to tell all of you today that for Gargi, the as important an election day, an election result day is, an India-Pakistan day for me is similar. And we all have been out from 8 o'clock in the morning. At the end of an election day, result day, you may not see your favorite politician win, but I am lucky and grateful to see my favorite team win tonight. And, that's what I'm going to tell all of you and all the viewers that,
well
yes,
done,
I
Rika.
consider
I think
myself.
Known for the whole tournament
well done,
as
Rika.
well.
You've made us jealous once again now for your position. Thanks very much, in fact, for, giving us all those updates all through the day. I think you can take some rest now. So, Paji, clearly now the defending champions are looking a dominant force as they enter the Super 8 stages. If you were to give one piece of advice to Surya Kumar Yadav from here to handle the tournament, the rest of the tournament, what would that be?
I think again what I talked 5 minutes back is try to look for in this match after you winning. It's very, very important which is the area you can improve. That's important. Now forget about Pakistan. Now you start thinking about how we want to go further and start coming to the top 4 and semi-final and final. For that you have to take every match. Next match we should not make these mistakes. Which team will not make a mistake again and again? They are going to win. And I think if you keep the same mistake, what Nikhil said, running between the wicket or catching, I think it's a very important lesson. We have to work hard from that side. Make sure we don't make mistake again to win the championship.
All right. On that note, Paji, thank you so much for joining us on this big day of the match between the two arch rivals. Nikhil, thank you as well for staying with us all through the coverage. And with that, Gargi, I think it's about time for us to wrap up this special coverage here. Right. Now, we enter a very important stage in the World Cup where India will have to take on bigger rivals in the form of perhaps Australia, South Africa, West Indies. We'll see.
Hopefully those matches will be more exciting.
Yes, of course, they would be. But on that note, we'll take a quick break. But news and updates, of course, continue on NDTV 24/7.
Do keep watching.